lives every day.
Raider goes with us to special events that we do in the community, as well as traumatic responses.
Tune in to our Community Roundtable as we discover how Black History Month is an opportunity for all of us to learn and be challenged.
What we're trying to make sure is that our kids and every kid, everybody, any color, any race or creed, should learn more about their rich heritage. So it means teaching it, and then of course we can learn more about who we are.
Join Spirit of Innovation co-host, executive producer Diane Strand and director Scott Strand. Scott and Diane are the co-founders of the nonprofit JDS Creative Academy, co-owners of award-winning JDS Video and Media Productions Incorporated, JDS Actors Studio, and the co-authors of the best-selling book, Show Business, Breaking into the Industry as an Actor. Stay with us as the Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America team bring you impactful and innovative community news and information with the good to know and need to know that you expect. Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America starts now.
Welcome to February's Spirit of Innovation, Arts Across America.
It's always great to be here, and thank you to everyone for joining us.
Entrepreneurship. It's one of the greatest things we've ever done, as well as one of the hardest things we've ever done. It's one of those things where you're never sure really where to go to get resources.
Yeah, being an entrepreneur can sometimes be really lonely. Like at night, you're the only one in the office, and sometimes you feel like you just don't have any help to build your business.
But there is a new great resource that just opened up for for-profits and nonprofits.
For our impact story, we take you to the new Entrepreneurial Resource Center based in the City of Temecula's Incubator and Resource Exchange Building, also known as TVE Squared.
This resource is the first of its kind in Riverside County and will be a catalyst for business growth in the region. Have a look.
The newly established Entrepreneurial Resource Center, located within the Temecula Valley Entrepreneur Exchange Building, marks a pioneering initiative that's primed for assisting emerging and existing businesses. Riverside County is known for welcoming businesses of all kinds.
The TB2, the Temecula Valley Entrepreneurs Exchange, located here in Temecula, is about 12 years old. It's a resource center and a business incubator. And in an effort to expand our existing resource center, Paul Nolta with the Inland Empire Small Business Development Center and Mike Stahl with Cal State San Bernardino came to us with this fantastic idea just at the right time in our thought process to expand the facility.
The Entrepreneurial Resource Center, located on the second floor of the TVE2 building, is a collaboration between Cal State San Bernardino Entrepreneurial Center, the City of Temecula, and the County of Riverside. The seed took root when the Inland Empire Small Business Development Center discovered that small businesses in Riverside County needed assistance.
We found that a lot of these smaller nonprofits were struggling with infrastructure, logistics, admin support, CRMs, as the entrepreneurs were getting lost. They were looking at this, plethora of resources and not sure, do I start here for a startup, or do I start there for marketing, or do I go to here for veteran services?
The Inland Empire Small Business Development Center is also part of the Center for Entrepreneurship at Cal State San Bernardino. With 30 years of experience, they are set up to help businesses with the resources they need.
The idea was to create one easily accessible location by supporting them, so with some funding, with some access to admin support, marketing support, CRM support, registration, all of those things. So let's alleviate that pain for them, and then solve it with here, the Entrepreneurial Resource Center.
The ERC's programming helps businesses in the startup, pre-venture stage, as well as those that are more established.
So on the pre-venture side, we are going to assist folks whether they're a retail to market, a business-to-business service to market, everything from hands-on technical assistance. So they have a team of individuals, but then there's also an educational platform that's going to take them from start to finish. But the basic idea is to take them from an idea to feasibility, both financially, legally, to the marketing and branding concept, to in business and making a sale. For our existing folks, it's really about expanding and growing. One of the first things we'll do is they can go through our finance division for commercial real estate. We have expansion of revenue through both cross-border e-commerce, so overseas, or whether that's just expanding in procurement.
Entrepreneurs need to apply to work directly with the ERC. The facility itself is open to all those interested in business.
This is a community program. If you focus on entrepreneurship, if you have a business meeting that you want to conduct and you want to be a part of this cool vibe, register, book a class. It's available to you. It's a community-face program that we want everybody to be here.
The second floor of the TVE Squared building was refurbished for the ERC with a bright and energetic design, and Paul told us that the idea was to create this positive vibe as soon as anyone walks through their doors. You should go check it out in person if you can.
Well, I'm super excited because I just found out I'm going to be teaching a 4-week course on digital media later this spring. Next up is our Need to Know, where we share important, relevant information. This month, we focus a little bit on heart health awareness. Have a look. February is Heart Awareness Month, where everyone, especially women, are encouraged to focus on heart health. I'm here with Bella Journey, one of our job training participants who's doing fantastic in the program. Congratulations on all your hard work.
Thank you so much.
I also understand you've had some health issues and heart issues, and can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, so I was born with a congenital heart defect.
Wow, I'm sure that's caused a lot of challenges in your life. Have you had to have a lot of surgery?
Yeah, so ever since I was a baby, I had surgery, and then teenage years, I had surgery, and then last December, I just had one.
And how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic today.
That's really good news to hear. And I also understand that your mom became a nurse just to help with some of these issues.
Yeah, so ever since I was born, she didn't know what to do with me and understand what the doctors were saying. So she went to school, and then she became a nurse, and then she went to more school, and now she's a doctor.
Oh, well, congratulations to your mom. I'm sure that provides a lot of comfort around the house.
Yeah, it very does.
Well, we want to do that for our viewers. So in this month's Need to Know, we are talking about healthy hearts. And how to develop a healthy heart is to avoid 3 big risk factors: high blood pressure, cholesterol, and smoking.
47% of the people in the United States have at least one of these risk factors. I was really surprised about that.
Do you know a typical heart attack symptom is chest discomfort or pain? It comes and goes, but you don't need to experience chest pain to be having a heart attack. And it's pretty common for women not to feel chest pain at all.
Some people get other upper body pain in the shoulder, neck, or back. Others feel stomach pain and experience shortness of breath.
And of course, it's best to try to prevent heart disease altogether. Doctors recommend physical activity, healthy eating, taking your prescribed medication, and no smoking.
It's also important to find ways to relieve stress and improve mental health.
Yes, that's very important too. Thank you for joining me today.
I'm happy to be here.
We have more information on heart health from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention on our website, spiritofinnovation.org. February is also Black History Month and the subject of this month's Community Roundtable. We had the pleasure of participating in a frank and from the heart discussion about the meaning of Black History Month. Joining us is Candace Brewington, market developer from Thrivent, Pepe Jackson, CEO and President of Riverside County Black Chamber of Commerce, and Sylvia Jackson, Executive Director of Covered California for the Black Chamber of Commerce. Take a look. Welcome back to the Community Roundtable. I'm really excited for our amazing guests that we have sitting at the table today as we continue the conversation from last month on diversity, equity, and inclusion as we roll into Black History Month. I want to welcome our guests, Candace and Sylvia and Pepe. Thank you so much for being here. I would love to hear from each of you a little bit about what it means to you personally and how it affects you and where you think we are with that.
I look at it as a step in the right direction of really embracing what American history truly is and what it looks like. While we do have Black History Month, being an American person myself, I find our history just to be American history. And I think it's critically important for us to understand the true nature and the history of our country and to do what we can to make sure that we are perpetuating the full stories through our generations.
When we are out there in the parades and we're celebrating Black History Month, what we're trying to make sure is that our kids and everybody, any color, any race or creed, should learn more about the rich heritage. So it means teaching it, and then of course we can learn more about who we are.
Black history was non-existent when I grew up. And if we look at the traditional sense of Black history now, most of our young people start out in the slavery era, right? They start there as if that's where Black people began it. But our history goes back much farther than that. And those are the things that when we get a chance to see that our history is more than just slavery, I think makes a big difference.
Miss Diane, can we just ask you, what does Black history mean to you personally?
I really agree with that it's American history. And I believe that with having a month, that it allows maybe a little bit of education to come into it so people can learn the value of what others bring from different perspectives. I'm all about community, and when we bring that all together and we treat each other with kindness and we pull everyone together to share equal value, I think that that is really what the month kind of means.
It wasn't until I got into college and had a little more cultural learning and had some classes and professors that really just said, look, there's a much richer, longer history than from Africa to slaves to where we are now. It goes back for generations and thousands of years. And that to me is the celebration when I see Black History Month is, look, this is so much more broad than just what we look at it as Caucasians. And so that's really what it means to me. I like to celebrate it and I like to be a part of it because it teaches me every year more.
These months, whether it's Asian History Month or Black History Month, are essentially looking at ways to start to move those marginalized people into the middle so that that middle really looks more reflective of what reality is for us today.
And my question is do you feel like it's helping? Do you feel like it's made some changes?
I have to say yes to that. The more we talk about the Black History Month, then the more we can talk about Black history every day.
Respectfully, here, I think I see a different side of that coin as well. I see them as an opportunity for a box checking. We've got to enact real change in order to really win with the history months and the premise of how they even began. If things that affect the marginalized aren't adjusted to right size and really pull equity through what's been written and how we're governing ourselves and one another, then we've checked a box to acknowledge the different cultures that are there, but we're still who we are and how we are. And if that's the case, then it's not the best site. It doesn't create the best world or environment for us to live in because the manner in which our country was constructed, it was never constructed for people of color whatsoever to advance. Any person of color in our country, as this country was constructed, was really to serve, not to be served or to win.
In January of this year, our city council, in a 3-2 vote, decided that they would no longer give proclamations celebrating the history months across the board. But our city council is not going to give those proclamations. I mean, how do you guys feel about that?
Black History Month is a celebration, but it's a call to action also. While the City of Temecula has kicked the can down the road, so to speak, the City of Riverside did quite the opposite. What we did was we raised the African American flag in celebration of Black History Month. We got a proclamation that Black History must matter. There's been progress here, and then there has been challenges over here. resistance over here.
We see the opportunity and we hope for the best, and we know that elections are rolling around the corner. So when you've got someone running for office or you have an ability to run for yourself, I say get in the fight. However that looks, join the chamber, be a part of it, change the face of what business owners look here, connect with one another, be in it, and really permeate what's happening around us so that our presence can help make a difference.
Yes, Black History Month teaches. It teaches us love.
I love that.
I like that.
That's really great. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time on the Community Roundtable. That really was a great conversation.
Yes, it was. What you saw there was an edited version from what was actually a 30-minute long conversation, and it was a great discussion. If you want to see the full conversation, you can go to our website,
spiritofInnovation.org. In our next segment, Aaron Porras, who usually brings us our Food Corner Spotlight, has a different type of spotlight this month. Meet a special dog who's making a big impact in the city with the Corona Police Department.
This is Raider. He is a police dog. However, not your typical police dog.
Raider's the first facility dog that has ever worked for the Corona Police Department, and he's actually the first facility dog in the county of Riverside. Raider goes with us to special events that we do in the community, as well as traumatic responses. Raider can go and maybe ease some of the feelings that they're having while the officers have to ask difficult questions.
Raider's an assistance dog, so he is working with people that are victims of crime or people that are impacted by traumatic events.
Raider was trained to be a facility dog at Canine Companions in Oceanside.
He knows about 40 commands, and most of his commands are obedience-based.
Some of the commands are fun ones. So he does take a bow. Raider, take a bow. Yay! Good boy. Yes, good job. Raider. Yes, good boy.
Raider also has assistance skills that he's been taught, so he can open doors that have pull tugs on them. He can close drawers, and he can pick things up off the ground.
When Raider goes to court, he does many different things. He will help children that are victims, and we will do courtroom tours. We'll take them into the courtroom for the very first time before they actually have to go and testify. We practice by putting Raider in the witness stand where the child will be. We give the child the opportunity sometimes to ask Raider questions, just like they will be having to experience. If it's something that's one of our schools or an adaptive program, then we'll go visit their classroom. Raider has quite the outfit collection, so when we go and we visit schools or sometimes when we do adaptive recreation programs, he has a corresponding outfit to match. We have Garrettson Elementary School that we visited. They are the Garrettson Gators, so Raider naturally has an alligator costume. If you saw a big yellow Labrador dressed in a gator costume, life might be a little bit easier. If we do our adaptive recreation, like a hoedown square dance kind of scenario, and he has a little cowboy outfit, he has an astronaut outfit for space days, all kinds of stuff.
We always equivalate when he's wearing his vest, it's like us wearing our uniform, and he knows that he's being professional and he's on duty. So when we take his vest off, he knows that that's break time, and we'll play with a toy. But when he earns a special reward, he loves to swim. So we let him swim in a pool, or we take him to a lake and we let him swim there.
Comforting and helping is what Raider does best. Not only does it help those he works with, but it makes him happy as well.
All right, Raider. Kudos to SOI team member Aaron Porras, who wrote and voiced that segment. Excellent job.
Next up, we have SOI team members Tyler Perrone and Brian Wong with the Good to Know community information. Let's go, participants.
Here are Good to Know community happenings. Riverside County residents have greater access to emergency mental health services thanks to Riverside University Health System's expanded mobile crisis response team. 5 new bands placed throughout the county are staged with mental health experts, ready to help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Many are struggling to make ends meet these days, and for families with babies, diapers can be their biggest expense. 102.5 The Vine Radio invites the community to help through their annual Great Diaper Drive. You can drop off diapers and related products on Friday, March 1st at Rebel Bikes Electric in Marietta.
Riverside County has plenty of art events to enjoy. One of these is Art Nights, hosted by the City of Temecula on the first Friday of each month in Old Town. Did you know that 1 in 5 adults in the United States has difficulty reading? The Redlands Adult Literacy Program is changing lives and needs community help. They provide training and support. Volunteers need to be over 18 and have a passion for teaching others. The Autism Society Inland Empire also loves their volunteers. You can help them with their mission to provide resources to those with special needs. You can also participate in their Autism Acceptance Walk on April 20th at the Southern California Railway Museum in Paris. Early bird registration ends April 5th. It's a great opportunity to raise funds for this worthy cause. That's all for Good to Know community happenings. You can find more information on our website, spiritofinnovation.org. Back to you, Diane and Scott.
Great job, Tyler and Brian. Do you know that they help find the topics, they write the scripts, and they actually edit it too? This is fantastic.
And another participant who's doing fantastic in our program is Karina Corona. And for this month's Karina's Corner, we leave the studio and visit a popular pub where live music and fun vibes are a part of their culture. Have a look.
Welcome back to Karina's Corner. I'm visiting Killarney's Irish Pub, which has been a part of the Temecula Valley for the last 19 years. Let's go inside and check it out. I'm here with David, owner of Killarney's.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? What was your inspiration for opening Killarney's?
Back in 2002, we had a family trip to Ireland, and as we visited all the different counties in Ireland, every one of them had great Irish pubs where you saw family and friends meet after work, over a beer, over food.
What type of entertainment comes to Killarney's?
We try to get some Irish entertainment, whether it's Irish like folk music or Irish rock, but we'll also do kind of more of a classic rock band type of feel too.
Do you have other events besides St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, sure. Obviously, St. Patrick's Day is the big one. But yeah, we have fun events such as like our anniversary party, Halloween party, New Year's Eve, of course. We do fun cornhole tournaments and things throughout the summer.
Thank you for this interview and talking with me today.
Yeah, thanks for coming down. I appreciate it.
That was a great time. Looking for some St. Patrick's Day fun? Head over to Killarney's for a all-day parking lot party starting at 8 a.m. What a great way to celebrate the day.
Great job, Karina. I love all the work that our participants are doing.
They're doing such great work. We do a lot here at JDS Studio, and next up we're going to talk about DigiFest Temecula 2024, which is coming up April 19th, 20th, and 21st. It's our signature event. Tickets go on sale March 1st, and for all you creatives out there, you have till March 10th to get those competition entries in. There are lots of categories. Be sure to check out our website, digifesttemecula.org.
Well, what can people expect this year?
Well, we have some great speakers and industry professionals, from Emmy Award winners to Golden Globe winners, people who can offer us great workshops, how to learn how to put the things that they're talking about into action so you too can be the creative that you've always wanted to be. Not only do we have our competition that is going to be judged by industry professionals from New York to LA, we have our People's Choice that people can come and view all the exhibits and be able to put their voice in and be heard, as well as honorable mentions. It's all going on here. It's a great 3-day weekend, April 19th, 20th, and 21st here at JDS Studio. And we have a promo. Have a look.
I'm really excited for this year's DigiFest. I love the fact that we always have an after party. There's good music, always good food and good drinks.
We get the whole community involved, from wine sponsors to beer sponsors, food sponsors. It's a great event. Whether you are a creative looking to launch, you're a community member who just loves the arts, you want to come and see what digital media is all about, there is so much here to offer. Remember, April 19th, 20th, and 21st, tickets go on sale soon, and we hope to see you here at JDS Studio. Well, that wraps up this episode of Spirit of Innovation. Don't miss our next episode of Spirit of Innovation, Arts Across America, dropping on March 28th.
Check out our website, spiritofInnovation.org, for the current episodes, past episodes, and even individual segments.
You can find Spirit of Innovation on Rivco TV, Menifee, Murrieta, and Temecula local broadcast stations, on YouTube, Facebook, and we're now streaming on 150 platforms through the Binge Network. Use the hashtag JDSFamily to keep up with everything that's happening here at the studio and in Riverside County.
Our SOI training crew is now relaunching their show SOI Update. It has a new name and a new theme. It's called SOI Stories. You can also catch them on the podcast SOI Talk and on radio station 102.5 The Vine 7 days a week with the JDS Creative Academy Community Spotlight. SOI out.